What's up guys, I'm Danny and thank you for checking out my channel Blu-ray Dan. Before I get started, I just want to say that I'm filming this on my brand new camera and I also hooked up new lighting in the room so that the room looks the proper colors. So this is red and I am a Caucasian male and this is my actual skin color, not orange like I've been tanning in tanning salons for the past 3 months. So hello guys, I'm Danny, nice to meet you. In this video I'm going to be doing a quick review of Godzilla and an even quicker review of Monsters. Both films directed by Gareth Edwards. I just want to start off by saying that I really did enjoy this film. Godzilla stars Bryan Cranston, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Owen Wilson, I was gonna say. That's not her. Godzilla stars Bryan Cranston, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Oprah Winfrey. I don't even know the name. Godzilla stars Bryan Cranston, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Elizabeth Olsen. A great list of actors. Before I say anything else, I'm just gonna put this down because I don't want to hold this the whole video. What can I say about the acting other than it was pretty awesome? You have Bryan Cranston, who we all know is a phenomenal actor. Breaking Bad. Come on. Aaron Taylor Johnson, who is from Kick Hiney. And you have Elizabeth Olsen, who's not bad herself. I gotta say, I would have preferred Bryan Cranston to be in the movie a little bit longer than he did, but then I can also say the same thing about Godzilla. I would say that Aaron Taylor Johnson's acting was off from time to time within the movie, but not that bad. It still bothers me, but it's not terrible, and I actually really like this actor. The story within the movie wasn't that bad. I will say that it was a little bit too much, because in my opinion, if I'm gonna go see a Godzilla movie, I want to see more action than story itself. But I do understand that it is a new movie and it is a new take on Godzilla. The main storyline in the movie is Bryan Cranston pretty much, he's the only one that believes that something's going on and nobody else believes him until he dies and then everybody believes him but it's too late. That's pretty much the main story. Whatever follows is them trying to just kill the monsters. Now just like most people, I do agree there needs to be more Godzilla. The runtime of the movie is 123 minutes and the runtime with Godzilla is 7 minutes and change. That's not cool. I get what the director was doing, but I still would have preferred much more Godzilla. After all, the name of the movie is Godzilla, not the people who live in the world where Godzilla exists. I will say, whatever scenes Godzilla was in was outstanding. Not seeing him throughout the whole entire movie makes you really, really anxious and it builds it all up. And I do understand when you finally see him, it's like, holy cow. Godzilla looked incredible. The dark, eerie scenes where it was quiet was amazing. The scenes when they were focusing on the people while Godzilla's fighting throughout the city, that was incredible. I have to say that one of my favorite scenes in this entire movie is the Halo jump. When they jump from that plane and all you see is Aaron Taylor Johnson's first person view from the mask that he has on as he's falling down past Godzilla, like right next to Godzilla, when all you hear is his breathing and you just see those two monsters fighting, mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. It's such an eerie and creepy scene, but it is so cool. Definitely my favorite scene of the movie. And like I said before, the way that they made Godzilla look was incredible. Now for some reason the name of the other two monsters are escaping me, but I wasn't the biggest fan of them. In my opinion, they were the fakest part of the movie. They looked very robotic and not organic. I don't know, it didn't seem to work well for me. In addition to that, they gave them much more film time than they did Godzilla. I wasn't the biggest fan of that, but the movie was still fantastic. I definitely understand where the director was going with this. He did the same exact thing as he did in the movie Monsters that he directed, which I'll get to in a second. The way that this movie looked on Blu-ray was unbelievable. I sat down in my room with the lights off and the volume blasting. The audio quality on this was massive. I found myself having to lower it a few times because I was scaring the dogs. Watching the behind the scenes on this movie made everything that much better for me. I'll explain why after I review Monsters, which I'm going to do now. Monsters, also directed by Gareth Edwards, is a movie about a US journalist played by Scoot McNairy, who's an awesome actor, having to escort a shaken American tourist, that's what it says on the box, that's what it says right there, played by Whitney Able through an infected zone. The infected zone is filled with alien life forms, or monsters, and these two people have to make their way through the infected zone to get back to the United States. The acting and directing of this film was also incredible, and very, very similar to Godzilla for two reasons. The first reason being, you didn't see many monsters in the movie until the end of the film, just like you didn't see much of Godzilla until the end of that film. The second reason being, it's also directed by Gareth Edwards. Now, I'm not going to go too much into detail about this movie, but the acting was phenomenal. I'm not too sure if you guys are too familiar with the actor Scoot McNairy. To my knowledge, he hasn't been around for that long, and he hasn't done that much stuff. But the acting between between him and Whitney Able in this movie was incredible. These two carried the whole entire movie, and from beginning to end, I enjoyed the whole thing. Aside from the acting, I loved the visuals in this movie. The location that they shot in was fantastic. Overall, I really enjoyed this movie as well as Godzilla. The reason that I'm reviewing both of these films at the same time is to show how far the director Gareth Edwards has come. Now, I wouldn't say that Monsters is a low budget film, but it is a much lower budget film than Godzilla was. The budget for this film was less than $500,000, and the budget for this film was $160 million. If you watch the behind the scenes of Monsters, you see just how little Gareth Edwards had. There were not many actors and there was little to no crew. They had a very little amount of equipment, but they still made it work. And because this movie did so well in the box office, that's why he directed Godzilla. Now when you look at the behind the scenes of Godzilla, you see how different things have changed. You could see that he's a very well respected director. He knows what he's talking about. He gets involved in everything. He goes detail by detail, just like he did in Monsters. What I love about that is it reminds me of myself and my brother, because both of us work so hard and he pretty much had the same amount of equipment that we had. What I think I love most about him is that he's very unique and he's very involved in all aspects of the film. In the behind the scenes, you see how hard that he works, and you see he's very passionate about what he's doing. Just like my brother and I, we work just as hard as he does. We're involved in every aspect. Whatever film we make, if you guys don't know me yet, we do pranks, sketches, independent films, weddings, all these things. We do a ton of stuff. We do everything. We act, film, direct, produce, edit, write. We do it all. And because of that, I feel like Gareth Edwards is a very big inspiration to me. I would love to have the same success story as him. He went from such a low budget to such a big budget film, and he's very known, and I would love to go from being where I am now to somewhere much higher and much more successful. Although I do say that the only thing that makes you successful is happiness, and I believe in that 100%. Now with all that said, I found both films very, very enjoyable. I love the style of it. I learned to appreciate it more after watching behind the scenes. So if you guys haven't done that yet, please do. The director's whole style is to leave it to the imagination until the very end, and when you finally see what you've been waiting to see, boom, it's amazing. It hits you so hard and you love it and you can't get enough of it. Hopefully in Godzilla 2 he had listened to the fans and maybe he puts a little bit more Godzilla in there. I hope so. If he still directs it, I'm not sure if that's the case, but I hope so. Now before I finish this video, I just want to let you know that I also did a Godzilla prank, so I'm going to feature a quick little clip of that right now. Let me know what you guys thought of that, and once this video is done, please check it out. And also like, comment, and subscribe to that channel too. Now I got a couple questions for you guys. What did you think of this film? Did you like the style of it, or did you think it needed much more Godzilla? I bet I know the answer, but I'm gonna let you tell me. Are you looking forward to the second Godzilla, or did this film make you not want to see any more? Have you also seen the movie Monsters, and if so, what did you think of both of these movies in comparison? And what do you think of the director Gareth Edwards? Alright guys, that's all I have for this video. If you could please do me a favor and hit that like button and give me a thumbs up. And please, as always, subscribe, because I will be putting out more videos all the time. Karate! Karate chop! Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm Danny, and thank you for checking out my channel, Blu-ray Dan. See you guys later.